Hi, welcome to the Sonica site induction. This induction will outline the Sonica health and safety rules. Your site management team will have already provided you with information regarding the location of your welfare facilities and fire escape routes. We as a company strive to ensure that we provide all of our staff with a safe and enjoyable work environment. This can only be achieved when we all work together. Site management will have provided you with 2 sheets of paper. The first is the induction form. Please make sure that you've read through this thoroughly, complete it in full, and sign and date at the bottom. The second sheet is the questionnaire sheet. These are 8 questions which are based on the following movie, so please make sure you pay attention to the very end. So if you have any questions with regards to any information that is mentioned within this induction or any other health and safety questions, please do not hesitate to talk to myself or to the Sonica site management. So please pay attention to the movie in full. Thank you for listening and see you on site soon.
Welfare facilities. Welfare facilities must be kept clean and tidy at all times. No alcohol or illegal substances are permitted on site or persons under the influence. On-site welfare facilities include drying room, toilet, canteen, water, fridge, microwave, lens cleaning station. Site rules training requirements. All persons working on site must present proof of SafePass or CSR cards, along with a manual handling training cert before they are allowed to work on site. Failure to do so will result in the individual being removed from site. Specific CSCS cards are required for operating certain items of the plant and for inspecting and modifying alloy towers. All training records will be verified at induction stage and copies of them will be taken. Site rules. All chemicals on site are to have the associated material safety data sheet on file on site. Any specific PPE requested in the MSDS must be available on site and used correctly. All knives must be spring-loaded retractable only. Should another type of knife be needed, a specific risk assessment must be submitted. Accident reporting. All accidents, incidents and near misses must be reported to your supervisor and the Sonica site supervision without delay. Do not leave the site without informing your supervisor. Investigations will take place to prevent an accident reoccurrence. Remember the near misses. They didn't cause the accident, but by investigating and learning from them, we can prevent an accident or serious incident occurring. Emergency procedures. The Sonica site manager is first aid trained. Is anyone in your company a first aider? You must inform your supervisor of any medical condition that may affect treatment from a first aider, allergies, diabetes, epilepsy, etc. Keep all access routes clear at all times. Do not leave a delivery parked in front of any access routes. If there is an accident, we will be able to get to the area as quickly as possible. Disciplinary actions. Violation of site rules will result in disciplinary actions. These are yellow warning, violation of site safety and environmental rules. Red warning, complete disregard of site rules, vandalism. This leads to removal from site. Follow the Sonica safety statement for guidelines of the site rules. First written warnings. Final written warning, with removal from site. PPE requirements. PPE requirements apply to everyone on the site, including visitors. PPE must be worn at all times on site. 5 points. These include boots, not rigger boots or shoes. They must have steel toes. Helmet, high-vis vest, glasses, gloves, including concrete, chemical gloves. Additional PPE for other tasks on site include ear protection, eye protection, full face visor, dust protection, fall protection. Working at height. Standard working at heights methods on sites are mobile towers. They must be erected, modified and dismantled by CSCS trained person. Podium and platform steps. Scaffold. MEWPS. Any works which cannot be achieved using standard work at height methods must be approved by Sonica site supervision. Work at height ladders. Straight ladders are only to be used as a last resort, only to be used for access or egress. The ladders must be tied off with a rope. They must extend 1 metre above the platform. GA3 form is to be completed for each ladder used. The Sonica site supervisor has to sign off on straight ladder usage. A-frame ladders, step ladders, to be used as a last resort. Use ladders only when risk assessment shows you can. A-frame ladders must be fully extended out. Do not work off the top of 2 rungs. 1 person only per ladder. You must face the direction of your work. 30 minutes maximum time for the duration of the job. Only to be used for light duty tasks. Work at heights, alloy tower. Alloy towers must be erected, modified or dismantled by trained and qualified personnel. CSCS training is required for this. Cross bracing must be in correct position. The platform must be fully boarded. Handrails and midrails must be in place. Ground surface underneath the tower must be level and in good condition. Tower wheels must be secured and locked. Towers must never be moved with any person on board. GA3 to be completed for use of tower. Work at height, scaffold. Never access a scaffold or mobile tower unless scaffold tag is in place and expected within the last 7 days. Never tamper or remove a component of a scaffold structure. This is a criminal offence. Where an alteration is required to a scaffold in order to conduct works, the site manager and scaffold owner must be contacted. Report any damage to a scaffold immediately. Site services. Treat all services on site as live until told otherwise. Sonica site management must be informed prior to any disconnecting or adding of electrical or mechanical services to site. Report any damage of services to the site supervisor immediately. Tools and equipment. All tools must be in good working order. Do not leave in an area that will create a trip hazard. Suspend tools overhead or put outside the main pedestrian routes. PAT testing is required every 6 months on all electrical equipment and leads. There must be a label on the equipment indicating when the test was carried out and when the next test is due, as well as if equipment has passed or failed. Do not cover damages on leads with tape. Do not tamper with any of the temporary electrics. Tools must be up to manufacturer's specifications, i.e. guards, handles, etc. Ensure that you have a suitable location for working in. Report and replace any damaged plant part. No homemade or substandard tools are permitted on site. Plug out tools at the power source when changing discs or cleaning equipment. Dead man switch must be fitted to all tools and equipment. Hotworks. Hotworks on site include welding, burning, soldering, open flame use, grinding, electrical tools or any spark-producing activity. You must obtain a hotwork permit from your supervisor. This will now be completed online on Procore and then signed and printed. The correct fire extinguisher and fire blanket must be positioned close by the work area or task you are doing. All combustible materials must be removed from the immediate work area. A fire watch must be in place for an hour after works have taken place. Permits required on site. SPAs and GA3s are to be completed every Monday. Ladder permits required. Hot works permits required. Other documentation available if required. All forms are to be returned. Permits and other paperwork will now be completed on Procore on arrival to site. Environmental housekeeping. Clean as you go should be implemented whilst working on site. Waste should be separated into individual bins, i.e. cardboard, gyprock, chemical and general waste. Excess waste and packaging should be removed from site as it poses a fire hazard. Method statements. All tasks will be pre-planned and method statements will be in place and approved by Sonica. Operatives involved in the task will be asked to read, understand and sign the method statement. Any deviation of works as agreed in the method statement is a breach in the safe system of work. SPAs. Safe Plan of Action is a one-page review of the tasks that you are doing on site. SPAs are done weekly for repeat items and signed off by Sonica's site management. If the task or location changes, you must complete a new SPA. The aim is to plan your job so that you can identify any hazards that may arise and put controls in place to prevent an accident or incident from occurring. The SPA is to be completed by the entire crew at the place of work, not by the supervisor sitting in the canteen. Pre-plan all your works on site-specific SPA. Ensure you have your relevant permits in place and signed by site supervision prior to works commencing. Read and sign your method statements before starting work. PPE is required by everyone on site at all times. Ensure you have relevant additional PPE for task if required. Look out for your own safety and that of your co-workers. Ensure your tools are in perfect condition. Report any safety issues without delay. Treat all services as live in your work areas.